Last night's storm brought a lot of trees down on the levee. We all had to sleep in my tent because the other two wouldn't survive the wind. It was tight, but it worked. During all the madness, I accidentally impaled my foot on Mowgli's aluminum stake. The gear was soaked too. Everything was everywhere, and we decided to go ahead and portage over the top of the levee into Prairie Slough. In this way, no matter what condition the dam was in, we were able to go around the lock. There was more nature to look at back in the slough too, like this heron watching from a dead tree, and plenty of other morning birds. The homes downriver of the dam looked like they were ready for this flood. All of their first stories were built up on stilts. We took the first sandbar that came up, and I tied a clothesline to a willow tree in Mowgli's canoe using Cherokee Joe's paddle to prop it up in the middle, and on it we hung up all our wet junk. Although all our gear was wet, the real threat last night was the wind, not the rain. Today was back to the same high humidity and scalding hot temperatures we enjoyed yesterday. But at least there was a headwind. This is the mile-long, double-decker Fort Madison toll bridge in Fort Madison, Iowa. 2 lanes of automobile traffic cross on the upper deck for a $3 toll. 2 rail lines cross on the bottom, an average of 63 trains per day. When a barge needs to pass, the bridge opens with a swivel motion. This is the most interesting bridge I've seen on this river to date. River traffic has the right-of-way, and it's the largest bridge of its kind on the planet. We stopped on the riverfront in Fort Madison, Iowa, partly so that I could gawk at the bridge with my drone, but mostly because Dottie needed a little bit of food from the dollar store to carry her all the way to the next resupply. She pointed out that this area of the river, wide, sparkling, and hot, reminded her of the sea. We were tired from last night's storm and today's sun exposure, so I knocked on the door of this place and asked the lady if we could stay on her lawn. Before I finished asking, she said yes, and then let us use her cabin too. Showers, running water. It was great. A huge contrast to where we were staying last night. There was a picnic table, and the lady insisted we use the fire pit too, so Mowgli started a fire in it. There was also a big green lawn where we had our tent set up and big sturdy trees that wouldn't blow down in the first gust. All we were asking for was flat ground, but what they gave us was the nicest property in Illinois. It had a wide open view to the west. Over there was Iowa, and behind it, the setting sun.